Okay. Good morning, you guys. As you guys can see, I'm just so tired today. Oh, my camera's gonna die already. Hey guys, good morning. I just made it to the gym and today is leg day. Today I'm gonna be working on my hammies and my glutes. Heavy hip thrusts today, squats. So yeah, let's go. Before I go straight into my leg workout, I'm going to start off with dynamic stretching and making sure my legs are fully warmed up before I start doing any heavy compound lifts. I prefer dynamic stretching over static stretching because it focuses on full body movements and making sure multiple muscle groups are being worked at once. I do this until I feel like I'm warmed up, so roughly around 10 to 12 minutes. You want to make sure your body is properly warmed up so you don't injure yourself during your lifts. These are my go-tos and it's helped me a lot during my lifts, so I highly recommend doing dynamic stretching before your leg day. Today I'm going to be training glutes and hamstrings, and I'll have all the workout details in the description box below, so make sure you guys check it out because that's where all the tea is going to be at. I'm going to start with hip thrusts first. I warmed up with 2 sets of 10 reps with 185. This helps me warm up my glutes so I can go heavier. So to set up hip thrusts, sit back against the bench. Everyone's feet placement is going to differ when feeling it in the glutes, so play around with your feet placement first. When lifting the bar up, make sure your knees are at a 90-degree angle. Your shoulder blades should be on top of the bench and your chin should be tucked in. Keep your core tight throughout the entire movement and drive through with your hips. Don't hyperextend your back because that could result in injuries. So always keep your spine neutral and your chin tucked in.
Some things I can't fix feels heavy.
Now moving on to squats, I'm going to warm up with 2 sets of 8, then go into 3 sets of 6. Squats are my weakest compound lifts because I didn't prioritize them, but that's okay, we're working on it. So here my feet are a little wider. I've actually been working on my form and tweaking it a little bit because my hips were hurting every single time I would squat. It was so uncomfortable. So again, play around with your feet placement, whether you like a wider stance or a more narrow stance. When you're squatting, make sure your core is tight once again and your back is neutral. If your knees are caving in, chances are you're lifting way too heavy, so work on form before anything else. Here I'm doing elevated Bulgarian split squats. I'm doing 4 sets of 8 with 20-pound dumbbells, and then I'm supersetting that with 4 sets of 8 with just my body weight. This will freaking burn. So to feel it in your glutes more, hinge at the hips so your back is at a slight downward angle, and then push through your heel with your working leg. The leg that's on my bench isn't doing any work. Next is RDLs, my favorite glute exercise. If you guys aren't doing these for your leg day, you guys need to because it will grow your glutes. Here I'm doing 4 sets of 10. To feel it in your glutes more than your hamstrings, hinge at the hips while you're going down, making sure not to bend your knees too much. Dumbbells should pass your knees just a little. If you're touching the ground or your toes, you're bending your knees too much. You also want to make sure your core is engaged and your back is neutral throughout the entire movement. When you come back up, drive with your heel. To know if you're doing RDLs correctly, pretend you're pushing a door with your butt. Now I'm going to finish with this fire superset. I'm going to do 4 sets of 12 for each of these, starting with hyperextensions focusing on the glutes. So to feel it in your glutes, round your back, your chin should be tucked in and your toes should be slightly pointed out. Control the movement here so you can feel it in your glutes. I'm going to go straight into glute medius kickbacks right after hyperextensions. Doing these will target your side top booty and they will freaking burn. Just make sure your toes are pointed out just like hyperextensions and you're kicking back at a 30 to 45 degree angle. The kicking should look more like you're sweeping your leg. Hi guys, I'm at the gym with my brothers. And the one over there. Today we're doing shoulders. So I love starting my shoulder days with dumbbell shoulder presses. I'm gonna warm up with 20 pounds and do 3 sets of 10. Then I'm gonna finish my 4th set with 8 reps with 25s. I'm going to kill my shoulders even more with this workout by starting off with 10 reps on each side and then going straight into 5 reps with both arms. I'm doing 3 sets for these. Also, make sure your arms are straight when you're going up. You want to feel it most in your front delt and not your forearm. If your forearm starts to hurt, go down a weight. You want to focus on proper form to get the most out of this workout. Next, I'm going to do face pulls to target the rear delts. Here I'm doing 4 sets of 10. I usually try to do 1 to 2 workouts for each group so I can round out my shoulders. When you're doing face pulls, make sure you're controlling the movement and not pulling with momentum. Now I'm going to do some more front raises. Here I'm doing 4 sets of 10, making sure I'm not bending my elbows and my arms are straight so that I can feel it most in my front delts. After cables, I'm going to hop on the machines and superset 4 sets of 10 lateral raises and 4 sets of 8 shoulder presses. This is honestly one of my favorite shoulder burnouts. It will literally give you the best shoulder pump. I'm finally finishing shoulders with rear delt flies, doing 3 sets of 8. If you're not training upper body, this is your sign to because upper body is just as important as lower body. I also find that leaning into the seat helps me hit my rear delts more instead of sitting straight, so that's why I'm like standing up and I'm at like a weird angle. Hi guys, just finished our workout. Today's workout was so freaking good. I had a good shoulder pump, as you guys can see in my videos. The gym was just so freaking packed today, like super packed. I think it's because it's near the end of the year. People are signing up for the gym, and we went during like rush hour or like before rush hour, and then like now there's like just so much people coming in. But we got a workout done. Yeah, I had a good workout. Do y'all have a good workout?
I had a good workout.
You was doing everything. You?
Huh?
You have a good workout?
Yeah.
Good morning. It is Thursday today. It's leg day. I am doing glutes and quads today. I don't know if I want to do squats or leg press. Like my squats have been very inconsistent. What I mean by inconsistent is that my hips have been very tight. I don't know how to explain it. Like my hips hurt when I squat. I do dynamic stretching before I do my compound lifts. I think I just need to like give it some time because I just started squatting and doing more hip mobility. So yeah, I think I'm gonna just try to squat 1 or 2 times today. So we'll see. And then probably leg press, but yes, I'm super excited. I've been waiting to hit legs again. It's mainly because I want to do hip thrusts. I'm starting with squats, but to be honest, my hips were kind of hurting even though I made sure to stretch. I only did like 2 sets of 6, but here you can see that my stance is wider, and I've actually been playing around with my feet placement, and I find that for me, standing with a more narrow stance works for me. I just wanted to include this clip for that purpose in case it helps.
I can never find the right way to tell you. Have you noticed I've been gone? 'Cause I left.
There's nothing new here. I'm just going to be warming up with 185, doing 2 sets of 10, and then I'm going to gradually increase the weights the next 3 sets.
Forward, so trust in me. I'll give them shelter like you've done for me. And I know I'm not alone. You'll be watching.
Okay, for some reason, I felt super strong today, so I added another 20 pounds and did 2 sets of 3 reps, pausing at the top. Next, I'm going to do 4 sets of 10 leg press. I honestly love training my quads now, so for this, my feet are shoulder width apart, and I'm placing it lower to target my quads. My leg day is almost the same besides training hamstrings and quads. I love and hate Bulgarian split squats, but they're so good for the glute growth. Okay, y'all, do y'all see that booty pump? I need y'all to trust me when I say try this out for your leg day because it does wonders. But here I'm doing 4 sets of 10 RDLs. I've been sticking to the basics and it's been doing me really good. And of course, nutrition also plays a huge role in growing your muscles.
And it's a long way forward.
Next, I'm going to do some glute-focused hyperextensions and then crushing my quads with leg extensions. My quads were freaking pumped, y'all.
Alone, you'll be watching over us until you're gone.
On Fridays, I do back and biceps. I'm starting off with wide grip lat pulls, doing 4 sets of 10. So to feel it in your lats, you guys can't see it, but I'm leaning back just a little bit with my chest up and making sure that as I'm pulling the bar down, I'm driving it back with my elbows to the top of my chest.
Give them shelter like you've done for me. And I know I'm not alone. You'll be watching over us until.
Then I'm going to be doing another variation of lat pulls on the machine, doing 4 sets of 10. I usually do seated cable rows right after my cable lat pulls, but I think it was occupied, so I did this just until it was open. You're probably wondering why my clothes changed, and it's because I literally only did 2 workouts on Friday and left. Not because I didn't feel like working out, but because I felt so uncomfortable and upset, but that's honestly another whole story. But anyway, today is Saturday, and I'm going to be continuing back and doing chest and tries. Here I'm doing 4 sets of 10 seated cable rows, and again, make sure you're driving your elbows back and your chest is slightly pointed out so you can feel it most in your lats. Now I'm doing incline dumbbell press. I warmed up with 20s, doing 10 reps first, and then I went into doing 3 sets of 8 with 25s. Ladies, if you fear that training your upper body will make you look masculine or bulky, that is not true. If you want to look proportionate and feel strong all around, you need to build your upper body as well. I used to fear losing my boobs, so I didn't train chest at all until a few weeks ago, and now I'm freaking obsessed because I can do push-ups without feeling like I'm going to break my elbows, plus my girlies look a lot perkier now.
Days are never end.
Next, I'm doing chest flies on the machine, and I'm going to do 4 sets of 10. If you're like me and you barely train chest, you will feel so sore tomorrow, like no kidding. But honestly, I have a secret. I take BCAAs to help me recover. I will list all of the supplements that I take and the ones that has worked for me in the description box along with a discount code.
We're the last one shining bright, pushing through the storm tonight. We'll be burning on and on and on. We're the stars inside the sky. We're the last one shining bright, pushing through the storm tonight. We'll be burning on.
Again, since I didn't train back on Friday, I'm doing back today as well. Here I'm doing conventional deadlifts. I used to do these on leg days, but it would just be too much for me now that my workouts have changed. So I'm dedicating to conventional deadlifts for back day because it also works on your back. I'm doing 2 sets of 8 first, but in this clip, I only did 7 because it was tiring. Then I'll add on more weights and do 2 more sets of 4. Next, I'm doing 4 sets of 10 barbell rows. These are honestly one of my favorites for back day. So here, slightly bend your knees and pull the bar towards your hips, and make sure you're controlling the movement and not pulling with momentum to get the most out of this exercise. Lastly, I'm finishing my entire workout today with an incline chest press machine. I'll be doing 4 sets of 10. Thank you for watching, and if you guys enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And if you guys do try my workout split, comment down below or DM me on Instagram at AmberXL, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!